How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. So, true love. This is a very strong and powerful concept. However, I feel like we don't have a lot of it going on in today's society as much as we would have seen in previous times. Now, what is true love exactly? Well, there's a lot that goes into it, I think. And it's truly a beautiful thing when you boil it all down. And, it all starts primarily when two people fall in love with each other. And, they meet, they feel an instant connection. Excuse me, they click, they start going out, they start dating, and eventually they may call themselves boyfriend and girlfriend, or it could be something else if if you're in the LGBTQ community, let's say. Uh, but yes, two people fall in love and they start dating, and a lot of times nowadays, I feel like we see a lot of superficial things and fake love, and a lot of people have lost sight of what true love really is. And I think a big thing that has to do with it is is money, and a lot of people make money and possessions, superficial things, so important with loving in today's world. But money has nothing to do with love. It really doesn't. And I feel like if people are so enamored with money, then it's fake love. you know you shouldn't have expectations for how much money somebody makes, how much somebody owns, or like how, like, the quality, or you know the brand, or whatever you want to say. you know if somebody cares about that, what you have, more than who you are as a person, that's not real love. That's fake love. If you if you happen to own things that aren't expensive, or considered nice, luxury, designer, whatever you want to call it, and somebody loves you for who you are, even though you own those things, then, my friend, you have scored the jackpot, because that is true love. And if if you really have these things anyway, because I'm not saying that it's wrong to have nice things, but if you really think that the person you have fallen in love with sees you beyond these things, then again, congratulations, you have found true love. It should not matter the car that the person drives, the house the person lives in, their salary. So many people who want, you know, like, they think like, oh, I'll find somebody and marry them if they have six figures. But come on, really? What about who they are as a person? What if you meet somebody with six figures and they're a terrible person? They divorce you, or they treat you terribly, they cheat on you. Was it worth the extra money that you had laying around? I don't think so. Now, I'm not saying that money isn't important, as, obviously we need to survive and live. But when it goes beyond living comfortably, which in my opinion should be the ultimate goal, then it's ridiculous, and it shouldn't matter, and it shouldn't interfere with love. And unfortunately, there's just so much of that today. And, so many people are worried about just that, and they're getting into relationships in which they're not compatible with. And that's why we have divorce rates that are so high. That's why we have so much cheating. And, you know, a whole nother thing is just people don't even want to commit anymore. And hookup culture is so high, and all that stuff. And it sucks. It's very, very, very unfortunate for me to see, because I am one who wants true love. Let me tell you what I want. Now, I'm obviously not a rich person, so of course I'm not going to be attracting anybody who wants a rich person. But I hope that I meet a girl, because I am into girls, and we instantly click when we meet. And I fall in love with not only the way she looks, but her personality. And she does the same. Of course, I would love it to have a girl love me for all that I have, like my hair or my eyes. But I want her to like my personality and fall in love with that. And I want to fall in love with hers. And I want to be able to spend time with her, good time, have just beautiful, beautiful experiences with her. And these could be anything. A lot of people, they think like, oh, we have to go to a fancy restaurant all the time, and oh my god, we have to go on 5-star vacation. Oh my god, how lovey, how romantic. But no, romance is not in the money. Romance is in the connection. You know, there's so many things that you could do with a partner that is inexpensive. You could go out for a day trip somewhere. You could go to the beach. You could go to a hike. You could go to a park, anything like that. And to be honest with you, to spend a day together doing something in a beautiful place that doesn't cost a lot of money. Maybe there will be a small admission fee, but that's about it. And then, of course, you're going to want to get food at some point, or maybe, go out for ice cream. But again, this ain't that expensive. You spend 10 to 20 bucks on a dessert or a dinner. I don't know. I mean, a day like this should cost you less than 50 bucks if you think about it. And most people can do that at least once in a while, at least. I'm not saying every single day, but I would want to do these things, and I would want to have in-depth conversations, and, you know, get a deeper and deeper connection day by day. And I'd want to be able to look at her in the eyes, and, just think like, this is the most amazing girl in the world. Because at the end of the day, that's what she should be, or he should be, or whoever should be to you. That's true love. And when you think the time is right, I want to get down on one knee with a beautiful ring. And again, I don't think it needs to be the most expensive ring in the world. Obviously, for this occasion, you are going to spend a little bit of money. But at this point, the girl is going to be more focused on what you are doing, meaning wanting to marry, than the ring, in my opinion. And you get down on one knee and you look at her and you say, "Make me the happiest man in my life. Will you marry me?" And in my dream scenario, you know, she wouldn't know how to react. She would just be in disbelief, maybe even shed a few tears, depending on how she is with that. And of course, in the dream scenario, she would say yes. And then I'd get up and then I would have the longest hug in the world with her. Man, this to be in that situation one day, and I talk in these previous videos about my struggles with dating, and sometimes I wonder, is this really going to happen to me? But I just have to keep pushing. I just have to keep believing. But we can't ignore how just so far gone true love is, and just how I feel like there's so many people out there that what I just described, they don't they don't want that. They would rather have, their hookups and their one night stands rather than get married. Or if they do want to get married, they just want to marry into the best life they can possibly have. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. And it makes me upset. Yeah, because like this is this is this is passionate talk. This is coming from my heart right now. I'm normally a pretty calm person, but I'm telling you right now that this is extremely, extremely passionate idea for me. I just, it sucks. It sucks. What I have in mind is beautiful, but what I see in front of me, it sucks. There's so much that I think would be so amazing for me, and it's so simple. It's so simple, but I don't know if it exists. I wish I could have somebody that I could share moments with and do things with, like anything. What if I had somebody that I could go to a baseball game with? I could go to a Philly game with her. And again, we don't have to buy the most expensive seat. We could get the cheapest one and still have a good time. We could go on a vacation, but it doesn't have to be expensive. We could stay in a cheaper hotel as long as it's clean, and we could eat at regular restaurants, not fancy ones. You know, we don't need a resort or anything like that. We could explore. We could explore whatever state or wherever we're visiting. Like I love to travel. I travel in the cheapest way possible, just so I can see the place, because that's all I can, afford as a young person. And let's be honest, most people at my age don't have a lot of money. And that goes for anyone, both sides. So the people out there that are trying to find money, especially at this point, I mean, just good luck, because it's so hard to find. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just, this is something that really bothers me, because it's just, I would do anything to have it, but I don't know how I can get it. I don't know how I can get it. And like always, I hope that there's people out there who have the same desires as me, and this video finds you and you can relate. So I know I'm not the only one. Something scared me, guys. Sorry. So I'm not the only one who wants this. But anyway, guys, I think that's all I got. True love is very important, and everybody deserves to find it. And I hope that, something happens where more people wake up and realize what true love is, and they drop the superficial things. They drop the hookup culture, because, at the end of the day, it's not good. And I guess I can't really say that, I can't really tell people what to do. That's not what I'm doing, but I'm just saying what I think is the best way for society. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts in the comments. I know a lot of people enjoyed my previous, dating and romance videos, so I wanted to make another one and talk about something that I'm truly passionately looking for, but just can't seem to find. But yeah, guys, have a good day, have a good night, good luck in your journey of finding true love. I do believe it's out there, just not very much of it. And leave any thoughts you have in the comments. DM me if you want to talk about anything. And I'll see you next time.